Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Second and 13. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give this. Back to Lorenzo Carter.
They can't stop me out here.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Garoppolo now. And he's going to go down again.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Here's Austin. He won't go down. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Here we go.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here we go.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. This one caught by Isabella. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 36 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play. And play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Second and 15. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Parker unable to get that one. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
After the turnover, here's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out to the right, here's McKinnon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. 3rd and short, McKinnon. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go. Slam. Slam. 61. Match box. Right. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey.
2nd down, McKinnon. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
I'm going to hit you.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here we go, set, 30 base. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Rabbit. He's coming, he's 6'6", pull it high. Get it.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Leads to second and goal at the 9-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Now this time Murray to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Cardinals on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is third and goal. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 3 yards out. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays. Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
First down, 49ers.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
54 Mike. Check.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And his kick is absolutely perfect. Gold maybe not blessed with the strongest leg in the league, but he might be the most accurate. 2 for 2 from 50-plus a year ago, and he converts another one here.
Yeah, you don't want to play horse with Robbie Gold as a kicker. That guy can maneuver a football with his foot.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Month 56. Month 56. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
Murray now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Back to the air on second down. It's Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On second down, here's Murray. Steps away to his left. And that's caught inside the 35. 27 yards there, a first down. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to...
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Here's Murray. Flush to his right. This one caught by Ridley. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Yeah, right there, 54 Mike. Here we go, T. Here I come. Here I come.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals push further out in front. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2.
I'm coming for you, son.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
It's now 4th down.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to try and throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch. 54. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Murray looks to throw again. 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
You better breathe. I'm letting you know right now, you better.
Mike 22. I got you.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Gets this one to use check. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Back to throw now on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And it'll be first and goal at the 7-yard line. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals push further out in front. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore.
They'll take over first down and goal at the 2-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tavon Austin in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to pour it on. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
They'll throw now on the final play. On the move to his left. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Buying time to his left. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing on first down is Murray. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he is all the way up past the 25. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And my goodness, another interception. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Yeah, let's get set.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's McKinnon. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case, with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 39-yard line.
On second down now, it's Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on third down. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on third downs, and it's costing them.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there. Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
He's checking. Crash.
Murray now on first down, flushed out right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray dancing to his left. And his pass incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
On play action, it's Murray. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, an 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers get a score closer. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 15. Murray with a 3rd and long. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. 25 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
The Niners on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll look to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
2nd and 10. The 43-yard line.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
On first down, McKinnon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels. Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Back to throw it, Murray. He's going to go up top for the end zone and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. 2nd and 1. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
First down, San Francisco.
Here we go.
And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts.